Okay, so if you have not used Noteflight before, I'm going to walk you through it right now. It's pretty intuitive, but I'll help you through everything. So you go to the website, www.noteflight.com. You can just type in Noteflight, it'll come up. And if you don't have an account, you need to sign up for free. I'm not going to walk you through that. You guys are smart. You know how to sign up for stuff. So once you sign up and log in, you're going to get to your dashboard. That's going to look like this, but over here, you won't have anything. You're going to click on Create. And for this, you're just going to pick either treble staff or bass staff. If you wrote yours in alto, great for you. I think you're going to have to change it after, though. All right, so treble clef, mine was written in. So I'm picking it. And there's this keyboard at the bottom to guide you, which can be really nice, but I think it's in the way. So I'm going to turn mine off right there. Okay, so I'm looking at my score. If you wanted to change the clef, you can find that in this menu, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So I only have 4 measures and I need 8. So I'm going to highlight anywhere because right now it doesn't matter where I put those measures. There's nothing. And up here I have measure and I want 4 more. So I'm going to click 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If this isn't showing up here for you, it's from this drop down menu. So all the things that are checked are showing. I could check every single one. So measure, right? That's where I wrote those. I can put rhythm up there also. Now I can see that, but I don't really want this. I have it set to the ones that I want to see. So now I have my 8 empty measures. So the first thing I need to write is my motif. So I'm going to go to the first measure and you can just click right where you want the note. So usually you have to click twice, like you have to activate the measure basically and then click. So middle C, I found it, just typing, and they're coming in as quarter notes already. Awesome. So C, E, F, G. That's my motif. Yours is probably different. Now I'm going to do the reverse. So I'm going to do the same thing. Now, if you click the wrong place, you can just delete it, of course, but you can use your arrow keys on your keyboard to move it up and down. So I just clicked down until I got to G. There's also another trick that you can type the letter name. So I'm going to just go over. I'm using my arrow key to push right to go on to the next thing. And I can just write F, E, C. Sometimes if you type like C, it'll give you the C like up here, right? Oops, it won't even let me click it, right? But you can just drag it down or you can try it again. So I'm going to go out of order right now because I know that my first 2 measures and my last 2 measures are the same. So I'm just going to copy and paste those. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to just go and finish copying that whole measure. So you can just copy and paste it like Control C, just like you would in a Google Doc, go over to 7, push Control V. Okay, so half my piece is already in here. Dreams come true. So now I've got my motif, I've got my retrograde, and I've got my ending measures that are the same as 1 and 2. Now, my 3rd and 4th measure are a sequence. So I just need to take what I already wrote and move it up a step, right? So I'm just going to copy this, Control C again, and I'm going to go to measure 3 and push Control V. I'm pasting it in. And then just like I could move a note up by using the arrow keys, I can move this whole passage up 1 step by pushing the up arrow. So I'm going to push it 1 time. And now it's all sequenced up a step. I'm literally almost done. We know that measures 5 and 6 are the same as 3 and 4. So I can just copy and paste again. Or here's the nice little trick. If you push the R button, like the letter R in Noteflight, that's for repeat. So if I have all of this highlighted and I push R, there we go. That's it. Now, just want to show you something. If I hadn't highlighted that and I was just here and I push repeat, it's only going to be that last note. Okay. So just make sure whatever you want to repeat, you want to have all of that highlighted. So now I already have my whole piece in. I'm going to listen to it on playback. Don't turn this off yet because I have one more thing to talk about with you. The last thing I want to talk to you about is your tempo. So its default setting is 120, and you can change this to whatever you want. I always highlight the whole thing. I'm not sure if you actually have to do that, but I always do. And if I go up to here where it says tempo, yours might be in a different space. If it's not up there, you just find where it says tempo here and you can type it in, or you can put that up on the bar, on the top bar. But let's see what happens if I make it slow. So I'm going to pick 72. I'm not going to play the whole thing. So let me just play like a measure or so. So obviously I don't like that. I think it's too slow. Maybe you like it, you want yours slow, but I don't. So let me make it pretty fast. I'm gonna make it like 148. And I kind of like that, but I do know that I think I mentioned this in class, but if not, the next step of this is adding in some rests and eighth notes. So I don't really want it to be too fast because I don't want to be singing eighth notes quite that fast in solfege. So I'm actually going to stick with 120, but decide what tempo you want. So that is how you do the two things I asked you to do to write your composition in Noteflight and to set the tempo. So if you have questions, don't be afraid to ask. I'm here to help you. And I also know that the people in your class would be happy to help you as well.